look, I'm back on this road again. Okay, the evolution of motorcyclist road rage. I see it in myself. I see it in other new riders, motovloggers, friends that ride. You go through this evolution. If you've been driving a car for a while, or just been a passenger in one, you don't really realize how dangerous driving is, because your life isn't, you're in a cage. That's why we call them cagers. The car or the truck is like a cage around you, protecting you. Especially these days with the seatbelts and airbags and crumple zones. The cars are pretty safe for their occupants, not for anything they might hit, but the people inside are generally, people still die in car accidents. I've lost friends in car accidents, but it's not common. I myself have been the passenger in several car accidents, bad ones, like where the car was totaled, deer and getting rear-ended at a light, and all that kind of stuff. I'm like a bad luck passenger, but I survived all of them. I had a concussion from one of them because I didn't have my seatbelt on, but that was it. But on the motorcycle, you don't have a crumple zone. You don't have a seatbelt or an airbag. You've got a helmet, and you've got the rest of your gear. You got your jacket, your armor, your boots, gloves. You're covered head to toe, hopefully. I've got knee armor on underneath here, and I've got hip armor on, back protector. My jacket's got armor in the elbows and the shoulders. Gloves. The gloves got a skid pad on them. But the biggest, obviously, safety gear is the one right between your eyes, between your ears, eyes, whatever. Depends how narrow-minded you are. But yeah, watching the road, just paying attention. You may look like I'm not if you're judging by my driving, but I am. See, I noticed that was a red light. I could have zipped through it, but I don't want to be that guy. I'm not in a hurry anyway. Besides, I don't know if the wind is catching this. So, when you're on a motorcycle, because you have close calls in a car, you gotta hit your brakes, or some guy, gets a little close, maybe starts to pull out. They're not as close as on a motorcycle, because you're a lot more invisible on a motorcycle, but they happen in a car, too. And most you get is maybe like, hey, come on, you get annoyed. But on a holy, your truck is loud. On a motorcycle, suddenly those, what would be a paint exchange between two cars, at best, is suddenly life-threatening on a motorcycle, and it's a huge wake-up call. Really realizing the risk that you're putting yourself in. There are no fender benders on a motorcycle. Not really. So, hi. Oh, well, I waved. I did my part. But yeah, there's no fender benders, so you get, because it really triggers your flight or fight response, or freeze, which usually means target fixating and crashing, but like, when it's another vehicle involved, not when it's your screw up, when it's another vehicle involved, and you have to swerve or brake, or they almost hit you, or it's easy to get very upset, because it's triggered, they literally threatened your life, and then they're they don't realize, they don't ride. If they ride, they're genuinely apologetic, or if they have friends who ride, they get it, and they apologize sincerely, and they feel terrible, but people do make mistakes, and you have to allow for that. You can't just get super upset like they don't care. They probably do care. My mom did that one time. She said this guy, he had like the triple headlights on the front of his cruiser, and it was at night. She doesn't see really well at night, but she always double looks, especially since I've been riding. And she's like, I honestly, I looked twice, I saw him, I looked again, he looked like a car with headlights that were really far away, and he was going really fast, and I saw him, but he looked like a car, so I went ahead and pulled out, and as soon as he came flying up on my butt, honking and swearing at me, and she's like, I felt just terrible, but what could I do? He wouldn't even listen to me, he was so mad. And she felt just awful, because she knows what that's like, because I've told her what it's like when someone pulls in front of you, how it's... But you get, after a while, you have to realize it happens all the time. I don't even bother posting all the videos. Every single time I ride, someone turns in front of you, someone changes lanes into you. I'll pick certain ones to show you. But you usually, you see them coming, first of all. And second of all, you have to let it go. If you get really angry every time that happens, you're just going to be really angry all the time, because it happens all the time. And then you're always angry and you're not enjoying the ride. And you get to a point where you have to just let it go. And that's the process. Because you're like, they don't even get it. Because some of them don't get it. And they're very flippant about it. They don't understand why you're so upset. And it's like, you're upset because, I'm upset because you almost killed me, and you don't even understand that, and you don't think it was a big deal. That's why I'm upset. And it's valid. I mean, it is valid that you're upset, and understandable. But, if you don't let it go, yeah, I'm gonna park up on the snow. Yeah. Oh, I can't, because then I can't reach my kickstand. Darn it. Alright, I'll be a good girl. Oh, there we go. But, yeah. You'll be constantly upset. And you realize that you have like a zen moment as a motorcyclist. And hopefully this will be yours for watching this video. And then you'll realize you gotta just let it go. I don't know. And now, like, I'll still post videos every once in a while. I rarely even bother saying anything anymore, but if I do, I'm not angry about it. But people still think I am. Because there are a couple old videos I have where I was angry. So people still think I am, but I'm not. But, yeah, I don't even bother usually saying anything. Although sometimes I'm starting to, every once in a while. Just, maybe it'll wake them up and they won't pull out again. You know, look up on their phone or whatever. It's alright, we're good. We're good. She looked absolutely terrified. She is